people for your losses, I think, more in early StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Remember when Zerg just made Corruptors and Hydras? Or no, Corruptors and Roaches. That's what they made
yes,
for, like,
that was an era of time. It's not going to happen again in this tournament, I think. But we do have life left. We'll see. Of course, San versus TaeJa coming up here.
I think it's going to be another one. We've had a lot of one-sided series this tournament.
Yeah, we have. I mean, it's too bad because we start out the day quite nice with a 3-1. You know, that's pretty good. And then that epic 3-2-1 that we saw with the draw and all. But all 3-0s since then. TaeJa probably looking to do that again.
It's probably because you and I
80%.
cast it too, though.
Huh?
It's because you and I cast it as well. I think we'll have to bring. Well,
you and I make
out.
Any series great.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We'll do it again. We'll do it again later.
Wow. You have the maps, Apollo?
Yes, first map's going to be Catalina, Overgrowth, Deadwing, King Sejong, and Merry-Go-Round if needed.
All right. Well, I think the game should be loading up right now, so we're going to go ahead, throw it over to Apollo and In Control. Guys, why don't you take it away?
Thanks, Dan.
I think they are in the game, but we're not.
Oh, we're not. Doesn't matter. They don't care about us. I suppose we can just commentate it from that big screen over there that you can just about see, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Take it away, Jeff. I know you were doing some excellent player introductions yesterday. I'd love to see them again today.
I wanted to do it with Nathanius. I liked the I liked the effort by Artosis earlier, asking him about fruit. It was great. Anyways, let's go ahead, talk about these players. First up, we have the Protoss player spawning at the 9 o'clock position. From Yowie Flash Wolves, it's San. Or San.
I wasn't quite as epic as yesterday, mate.
He's super dead. I don't care.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you do this one. I'll do the next map.
All right. Mowing people down right and left from Team Liquid. It's their beast. It's TaeJa. I honestly hope our arrogance is met with, like, you know, cosmic karma, and San just
I would love to see that.
Blows it up. Yeah.
I would love to see
that. I'm okay with that. Because, like I said earlier, I'm actually more of a bigger fan of good games.
Yeah.
I'm going to root for my teammates. I'm going to cheer on my favorite players. But after that, I'm just a fan of StarCraft 2, and I want good games. And, you know, it's possible to have good games in a 3-0, but let's be honest. The TVT was okay. The 2 matches before that, not even close.
And I'm struggling to see this not one being close, but let's be optimistic here. Let's hopefully hope that he can do that. So we see Command Center first coming out from TaeJa. And he's going to send out an SCV scout now to try and figure out what San's up to, whereas San's just kind of opened up quite regular here. Gateway, single gas, expansion surely to follow. What type of styles do you like playing here when you play Protoss?
Well, Catalina is one of the maps that Artosis has really been campaigning against as well. All tournament long, saying it's really difficult. But in general, I'm a robo guy. I like the 3 or 4 observer style that we saw from Rain.
Yep.
Where you just kind of really feel out your opponent, cover the front of their natural, cover the drop spots, and then go up to kind of your standard Colossus. You can do Charge Light Archon Immortal off of that as well in Storm. But it's with that opening, that start. And I'm a double gas kind of guy as well, which I guess, you know, the more I watch these really top-end players from BlizzCon and now DreamHack Winter, I'm seeing, well, if you do double gas, you should be proxying or doing some kind of timing. Otherwise, go for the 1 gas, 1 gate expand.
Yeah. I like that too when I play.
Yeah.
Though I always die really fast against Terran.
Then the eBay
just like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Terran's doing really well right now. The maps are good for it.
Yep. And this is a great map too for it too, right? It's a fantastic map to start on for TaeJa.
It is. The entire main of Yowie Flash San, is exposed for drops. What is good for him though is that in these positions, taking his 3rd, he can expand away from TaeJa. So he won't have that really bad combo where a map like Merry-Go-Round kind of almost, in many cases, forces you to take a base that is exposed to attack, and then they can just pick up and drop inside your main.
Well, San's chosen a Stargate here for his tech of choice. So he's going to try and open this game up with an Oracle. This pylon down here is going to push this Stargate to the south, so he's going to be able to get that Oracle over there pretty fast. But TaeJa's, you know, he's usually pretty good at kind of having the units in the right position at the right time, and he's not really weak to these type of buildings. He's not really weak to anything overall, but we'll see if this can work. If it does work and he gets into the SCV line, it's going to be a great start for San.
Yeah.
It just depends on if he does get in there or not.
I almost want to hold together like a PTA meeting of Protosses, though. There's so many Stargate openings, proxy or this, and Terrans are just naturally blocking it. Like they scout not even necessarily the Stargate or the timing for said Stargate, and they just kind of have 6 Marines idle there. They have early access to an eBay, and it just doesn't seem to get that much done. I'm really curious. I mean, it's scouted here again.
Yeah. The late Reaper here from TaeJa with his command center first build, opting to build a Reaper more so than scanning with the energy from his command centers, gets it. And with the engineering bay coming in, the investment of the Oracle is just not going to pay off here. He's got units in position. He can easily add on turrets.
Oh, wow.
And San's going to build 2 Oracles here with this. Major investment.
Oh, jeez.
But I suppose if there's no turrets and it is just 4 or 5 Marines, then these 2 can gun down. But I don't know. We'll see. There's 6 Marines there.
And right now there is just the Marines.
And then there's 7 or so inside the main base.
Yeah, but just not enough at any one location. So the 2 Oracles could really surprise him. That would be a nice little change. We've seen the 1 Oracle, and as you predicted, very little damage. But here they go. Is that just the 1?
It's just 1, yeah. The other one's following it just now.
Okay.
TaeJa's going to poke to the natural. Sees the gases have been taken here, but if TaeJa takes no damage to this, his speed of his kind of build is just accelerated because of the slowness of San having to build a Stargate and 2 Oracles. They do go in. They are going to pick up 1 SCV. Going to challenge these Marines here. They're going to go for it, these 7. And he's going to be able to bring these Marines down.
Good control there. And this is that damage we were talking about. One of the Oracles backs away in red, but it's fine. The shields can regenerate later. Get a few SCV kills. 7.
That's good.
More than a few. And the Marines. So yeah, this is
very good.
Very nice.
A very good start here for San in this series, despite being the huge underdog here. Great start. Let's see if he can maintain it, though, because that's going to be the difficult task.
That's a read on TaeJa, I feel, because again, the Stargate's scouted, and most Terrans do what he is doing now, which is put a single missile turret in the mineral line. And if there was a missile turret in that main mineral line, the 2 Oracles show up, they get an SCV kill on the constructing SCV, then they back away, and that's it for 2 Oracles and a Stargate. Forget about it. Not enough damage, but as it is, absolutely enough damage. Very nicely done.
And San's just fallen back onto regular play here. After the investment of the Stargate and 2 Oracles, he's got the robotics facility down, the robotics bay, Twilight Council and Forge finishing up here, so he can get into Blink, he can get into his upgrades for his units. The Reaper's going to go in and does see the robotics bay.
Great scout.
Yep. Very good scout here, so he does know exactly what he's playing against here. Oracle's done to come to clean that up.
Well, I mean, considering the Reaper has no place in the mid-game and later, to get that kind of information at that stage is absolutely fantastic. So that's kind of the mark of a good, just really StarCraft 2 player. We talk about scouting all the time, and getting that information and then being able to react to it's huge. Oracle's spotting the double medevac here. He saw a small army, but yeah, there should be photon overcharge. Any Protoss units at all, plus the 2 Oracles means get out.
So far, really solid game here from San. 2 Oracles have done a lot of work for him, and now he's been able to push this back, and he's not expanding too fast here to his 3rd base location. He's slowed the game down. He's sitting nice and tight and defensive on 2 bases, looking to take 0 damage here. But TaeJa stims up, gets a single probe kill, and it's better than nothing, Jeff.
Yeah, it's cheeky.
And a sentry.
As he would say, picks up. As long as he doesn't lose that medevac, this is fantastic in it, and he does a good job. Another drop over here. This is that TaeJa multitask. He's going to get a pylon here, but he's threatening more.
Yeah, so he's got a probe, a sentry, and now a pylon. What else can he get here? Stim forward, he's going to get a stalker. The Colossus is at the front there. He's going to tone it down. It does actually back off just in the nick of time there. And he's going to survive, so pretty nice play. Oh,
gets the Colossus. Nice pickup, and TaeJa's finding kills where other Terrans just don't simply see it, I guess. Medevac low at health, but with no blink just yet. It's moments away from finishing. He's going to back away, but getting that Colossus is a big deal. You pointed out earlier, no 3rd, and yeah, that's really nice patient play, but what you should get in return for that is rock-steady defense, and that was not it from San. He uses up photon overcharge energy, loses a Colossus. It's costly.
Yeah, TaeJa hit right before Blink and Thermal Lance was done, and to be honest, you don't really see Terrans getting damage dealt to a 2-base Protoss, almost never there, but he found a way in there.
Not at this stage. It shouldn't happen. But San does bleed, getting the armor upgrade here.
Would you say that to push back the Oracle damage from earlier on and put TaeJa in the lead again?
at least equalizes.
Okay.
The fact that he's moving in to take this third is the determinant factor. So does Sand spill over into a 2-base all-in? And if he does he get the damage done that he needs to? Or does he just simply take a third quite a bit later than his Terran opponent? And if that's the case, losing that Colossus is a big deal because it really takes out the bite in his ability to threaten the Terran player.
And TaeJa's looking for exactly what you've suggested here, or that could come from San. He's got a unit on the third base of San, and it's just like, okay, well, you're expanding, and the Marine dies, and he sees the probable units over there, so he knows his opponent is going to expand from this point. So he doesn't really need to worry about any 2-base attacks.
Very, very well said. TaeJa, again, kind of always on top of information. Oracle still lurking around, and this is what I like about TaeJa too, and this is another mark of a fantastic, yes, StarCraft player, but specifically Terran. Flash and TaeJa are so good about this. They're always out on the map. They're always threatening, denying information, picking off observers, and just aggroing the attention of their opponent.
It looks like TaeJa's going to hit a big timing here. He's already picked off one of those Colossus and slowed down his opponent a little bit, but he's got a high Viking count building 4 at a time here. Wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get in between the second and third. Very difficult for Protoss to hold on to. If San just sits back and defends his second base, then he loses his third, so he kind of has to be out in the open. And the Viking count high enough here to challenge these Colossus.
TaeJa feels like he's got the ability to do it. He's got a great concave here, and on the low ground, he picks off one Colossus. Second Colossus goes down. Vikings are adequate to pick off this third Colossus, and all of a sudden, the big damage dealers of San have been eliminated. It looks like this army is actually going to push into that high ground. I was going to say it might not be enough to flat out finish the game right now, but the damage that has been done, this is without the boys Apollo. This is fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful engagement there from TaeJa with the Vikings and then a squad of units to get the other Colossus. He deals a lot of damage here, and even another Colossus goes down. And even though San is starting to kind of repel this a little bit with the Vikings landing, actually, he's not going to repel this at all. The Marauder stim forward in. San crumbling. And TaeJa takes map number 1.
And I'll tell you what, there's that grin from TaeJa every time. He finds himself so hilarious. I love it. And he's confident about it, but why not? He's reinforcing coming out of his base, pushing across the map, and he suffered an early loss, but immediately grabs back whatever he lost through just sheer multitask and micro. It's not like he did something gimmicky. He did what every other Terran ever has done. San's been in that position 1,000 times, but TaeJa is just something special.
Yeah, boosting in the right locations. He's finding holes and weaknesses in the defense that really shouldn't have any. And TaeJa just making StarCraft look such a simple game here.